best part of doing it is the fact, and my uncle told me this. He said, "You've got a great gift." He said, "You take people away from their worries and of their day-to-day life." He goes, "Even if it's just for an hour." He goes, "I can't think of a better gift you could give somebody than to let them get away from it all." That's something that it was interesting hearing that from him. That he thinks is a great thing that you can give somebody, and it's true. Any kind of I mean, that's why movies are so popular. People try to get away from it. And being able to do that live, I think, makes it a little more special for people because they're a part of it now instead of just watching it. So it was. I know it does touch people, because of that. Um, but there are moments too in my act where I share a story about my grandmother. It's a true story. Uh, it's about when she did pass, and the, when I tell the story, I still get a catch in my throat about it. And it was interesting to see when I did this event how many, particularly ladies in the audience, would start to cry. And another magician told me, he goes, "What's really hard, because it's my final little piece that I do." He goes, "It's really hard for people to want to clap because you just told this story about your grandmother when she passed, and it's a good story. It's not a dark story at all, but it's he said people don't know whether to clap or not because your grandmother passed." So I always tried to follow that up with a little encore piece so they feel it's okay. Yes, it is okay, but it's interesting to be able to see that though, and see that these people are emotionally being touched by it. I've had other performers actually come up to me afterwards and ask me, "Is that story true?" It's like, yeah, it's absolutely true because it choked them up.
Mm.
So, but being able to, I think, share a piece of yourself like that, and especially if it's true. I personally couldn't tell a lie about, my grandmother. But being able to share a true story, I think, is makes you that much more connected to them. And probably too, there's events in their life that are similar that kind of brings back some of those memories that they have of loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's while no one has actually come up to me and said anything about, "Hey, I saw your show and this is what it meant," just the fact that you can see those reactions in people, I think it means something to me.